In this universe,
In this galaxy,
in this world,
beneath the influencer clouds,
over the viral video fields,
off the information superhighway,
there are voices in the digital wilderness, whispering.
more opinions.
If you listen,
You will hear. I did the death metal like head spin there, and I almost vomited.
Oh, death metal head spin. You mean if you had hair and you were, shredding on guitar like that?
Yes, like I'm
Yeah.
thinking maybe that's why like it's just out of balance, right? Because I don't know hair, right? So it's just like nothing to like kind of pull it.
Yeah, you got no momentum to follow up with.
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
So
there's nothing there.
I could see Jinder put something there, and yeah, there's that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's some amazing stuff right there. Who's in the
Ginger,
picture now?
I'm assuming that's her.
Right.
Nice. If she can't be here, that's fine. I understand. The pub is a great place to be, but we have other people here, such as Van. Hello, Van.
Hello, Van.
And
of course,
yeah, Ryan.
the honorable redneck.
The honorable.
Yeah. No, see, I call him. How dare you?
Yeah. How dare me?
That was rude. So,
Yes.
Where do we want to start tonight?
We want to start with thanking Beverly Russell for liking us on Facebook. That was early. Holy.
Yeah, she's on a roll. It's time to go solo. Rolling in my 5.0 with my rack top down so my hair can blow. I'm here. And yes, that's me. Oh, I know what's going in the spank bank now. All right.
At least she's here. That's great.
Yep.
I watched that terrible movie Cool as Ice with Vanilla Ice about 2 months ago.
Really? Oh, goodness. Oh, it's horrible. Oh, it's a hot, drizzling piece of shit.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it was horrible back in the day. So,
but at least I can say that I saw it and I know that it's horrible because I think it's horrible.
And you know what's weird to me is that you never watched it back in the day. I remember seeing it when Shoppers Video had it. So, yeah, that's hilarious that you had never seen it.
Yeah, I remember seeing it on the shelves at Wayne's Video Store, Shoppers Video. And that was, I think he had moved to the other mall by that point, and I had passed by the box a few times, but I thought, yeah, I might get to it one day. But
whoa, wait a second.
What?
Shoppers never left Shoppers. Wayne never left.
Yeah.
No, because because that wasn't Shoppers over in where Fields and stuff. Is that what you're talking about? Because Video Encounter was in the mall. Wayne was in Shoppers and is closed. And then closed and then became like Superior Video was what it was over by Fields.
Superior Video / Movie Gallery. That was at the north end of that strip mall. But halfway between Superior and Fields there was a little section in the middle, and that's where Wayne's was. I know that because Lavender was there for a while.
I don't even remember. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, Gordon,
Gordon said it too. It was in the strip mall. See, I don't remember him being in the strip mall. Holy crap.
Trucks, I have no idea.
Trucks? I don't know what you're talking about either.
I got to look that up.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
The new Ryan? I'm going to answer my own question.
Yeah, Trucks. I don't know what he's talking about. So
1997
is the movie Trucks. No, the movie we're okay, yeah, the one we're talking about is the Vanilla Ice movie. Okay, Alex is right. Yeah, see, I don't remember Wayne.
Shoppers did move to the strip mall.
Yeah, maybe. Give it to him.
You okay, Gordon?
No, stroke.
And Gordon, because Ginger gets a pass at this very moment just because she's wasted, and I don't think Gordon is. He says he's wasted on hot sauce, but I don't believe that. So here you go, Gordon. What was in that strip mall? Everything. Strip club better than strip mall. Yeah, of course. A good old Texan would say that.
Yeah. Okay, so do we want to just start off, because I think this video, like the one we were talking about, is going to take up a good chunk of the show. So do you want to start with the video that we were discussing before we came on air?
Yep, the video. Yep.
And we'll just go from there, and then we'll see where the chips lie.
Yes.
All right. Are you playing it?
I thought you were going to play it. Yeah, I could play it.
Okay, I thought you were playing it. I didn't bring it up at all.
All right. I'll bring it up.
No, now you got to find it. I thought you had it right. Usually you're like, ha ha, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I got it. Here we go.
All right.
Track how many times the word racism was mentioned. And
so, since at least 1964, I think the word racism has been mentioned in the public discourse a few times. What do you say to that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think
I'm not disagreeing. Yeah,
I know. I'm parsing it out and taking them out of context a little bit, but let's go on with this.
Around 2012, it shoots up.
It shoots up. I wonder why. Is he going to point to anything specific as to why it might shoot up?
Yep. Social justice shoots up. Transgenderism shoots up. White privilege shoots up.
I'm going to add that. So, social justice, racism, and white privilege shoots up around 2012. Okay.
It was forced on the American people. Why are we having these conversations now?
And yes, this is me pausing this. Why are we having these conversations now? How do you know that we as a collective were not having these conversations in smaller groups off of the internet where there was less attention paid?
See, I don't remember that either.
I don't remember that. No, I remember in that strip mall where Superior Video was. Before that, it was sectioned off into tiny shops, and before that, it was a hardware store. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't remember. Yeah. Okay. I don't remember.
I knew.
Well, the people in the clip are the important. It's the message that they're putting out that we're going to discuss.
Yeah.
No, the people did not wake up one day and decide we want to have a national conversation about chicks with dicks.
So Nick and I had been talking before the show about this, and I made the argument that this guy is trying to equate the conversation about chicks with dicks with white privilege, racism, and social justice. That to me is a logical fallacy, because racism and chicks with dicks, two different arguments. Social justice, sure, under the general purview, okay, but more specifically with transgenderism, yes. But racism, white privilege, chicks with dicks, not equivalent. Not at all. McLeod's was what it got. Yes, there was a fight. Yes.
Yeah, McLeod's. I remember McLeod's was there, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I do remember that.
Oh, that's interesting. Hello, Dad.
See, wow. Hey, Bruce. Yeah, I had no idea.
Interesting.
So, okay.
didn't happen. This wasn't an organic movement. It was all of the most powerful people decided this is what we're going to.
Whoa, this is all the most powerful people. And then he swerves, bro, to start his sentence over again. He's not going to say who all these powerful people were that took the brains of all of us and made us talk about social justice and racism and white privilege and chicks with dicks. McGurd. This guy's lying. He's dumb pilled. He's not red pilled. He's not black pilled. He's not blue. He's not any color pilled. He's dumb pilled. This guy.
See?
Based.
Okay. Are we done listening to him? Oh, fuck. He's not even nearly done.
We're a little under halfway. We'll go through the entire thing.
Okay.
What do you got so far?
I think I understand what the message was he was trying to get out, but I agree with you. He's all over the board, if you will. Like, he's not I feel the conversation me and you had before before we came live made more of the point, I think, that I was thinking of. He was trying to get at in his head. Like, I think because you are correct. He's just hitting like the high points. And I guess if you want to call it the clickbait comments, that'll get people to think. And I think that's why he's doing it the way he's doing it. Though I agree with some of the message that he's putting out there. You are correct. Like, you can't, you got to say like why, like, it's hard to explain. Right away to say chicks with dicks, you already know you're going to get heat. You can call it transgenderism. We haven't called it that in like a hot minute since like the 90s. So, you're bringing up an old, that'd be, to me, to do that, and maybe I'm going out too far here, to do what he's doing there would be like calling a homosexual or a gay person the F word right now. Like, no, you're going backwards here. This isn't what we call them, and you don't have like this is not what we refer to these people as. That just not like you're saying that to be gets controversial.
Perhaps, so, yeah.
For that comment though, like, because we don't say that anymore.
Did you, not to skip to the end, but did you want to expand on what you thought his overall point was with this screed?
I think with the whole jibber jabber that he's doing right now, well, no, he's not trying to be funny, Tex. He's really not, because if there would have been a punchline to it. It's not funny. Especially when you're trying to talk about serious stuff, that's not funny. Right? If you're trying to be taken seriously, throwing barbs like that it's not funny. You can disagree with the whole transgender movement. You're more, like, everyone has the right to choose what they want to say and do. They have that right. But he's not trying to be funny. I think that the message he's trying to get through, and then the one that that really had me thinking was, yeah, the Occupy Wall Street movement was 2011. The Tea Party was 2009. Why aren't we talking about this anymore? Like everybody was everybody was willing to fight for stuff, and everybody was like, oh, like, this is ridiculous. And then all of a sudden, all the energy went from that to we're worried about we're worried about proper pronouns, and we're worried about what, the vote, like where people are peeing, and the bathrooms, and like where people, to me, we're not focused on the message. I think he was trying to say is we're not focused on what the real problem is. Like, why is bread $3.50 for a loaf right now? Why is a gallon of milk, look at that, I even use it for the Americans, a gallon of milk freaking $4 or $6, $7 right now up here? Why aren't we worried about why rent is $2,000 now? Why aren't we worried, like, the stuff that we as a society, are really fired up over now, and like the big fights we want to cancel these people, and we want to do this, and are we at the point as a society that we realize we can't do nothing? This just hit me. We can't do nothing about big pharma. We can't do nothing about the oil companies and the gas companies. So let's just destroy one another instead. So we can't focus our energy on the big guys because there's no way we're going to do it. We've tried. It's not going to happen. So let's just, just eat our own, no pun. Let's just destroy each other. Is that where we're at now as a society?
Perhaps, yeah, there's a feeling of powerlessness and trying to assign blame for various things that make our lives miserable temporarily or permanently to someone or something. And hey, bolo, and hola, alma, and grammar for text. There doesn't need to be an apostrophe in chicks because you're talking about plural. Multiple chicks with singular dicks, or maybe multiple. Maybe one chick wants to have multiple dicks. Who are we to say?
I knew you were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna say that. That's awesome.
Are we supposed to pretend our milk is in bags? Well, no, because for as long as I've lived in Canada, which has been all my life, 42 years, I don't know, and Dad can correct me on this, that we've ever purchased milk that was in a bag. I think that's more of an Eastern Canadian thing.
I vaguely remember having it in Mackenzie for a little while. I do, actually.
And Van, with your previous comment, when you're talking about the nuclear countdown and the 11:59, and this is what we're scared about, Nick had made that same comparison before we started the show, that what should be more important to all of us right now is the price of gas, inflation, and the nuclear countdown versus pronouns and bathrooms and who's offended. And I made the point, the counter argument to Nick, that as human beings living in the first world country in the 21st century, we can think about all these things simultaneously in 1 hour, in one day, in a week, in one conversation. And one topic does not take all of our time and all of our brain power. We can switch. This show alone, we switch from one topic to another. Not quite seamlessly, kind of clunkily at times, but we do.
Very clunkily.
Yeah, and
very clunkily.
We are not swayed entirely by one topic or another. So when you hear people on the internet say, that's all you talk about, that's a blanket statement, and you can discount what that person has said entirely. This is all you talk about. This is all you think about. That's not true of any human being, ever, I don't think. Human beings are dynamic in their thinking.
But it's like I was saying, we that was the big thing right now is that, yeah, which it isn't all we talk about, but it seems like this energy is going into something that I feel that is only helping it, like not helping. And yeah, okay, but everybody needs help. When I'm saying this, we should be more focused on the big picture, I believe. I feel that we should be looking at like, okay, like this is the bigger issue for all of mankind. I know I'm getting like all of mankind, bum, bum, bum.
Humankind.
But like person kind, sorry.
Yeah.
You're so woke, you make me sick.
Yeah.
I almost threw up my sausage rolls right then.
Or to translate for Alma and Bolo, ja ja ja.
Ja, 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 ja.
Ja, 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 ja.
Okay, I can't focus. I need to see a better picture of Ginger. I can't lie. I'm trying to be creepy and find it. I need to see a better picture.
What are you talking about? That's a great picture of her.
I can't see. I'm blind. I can't see it. I need a bigger blow up of it to see her face.
Oh,
she looks hot as F.
What about that one she sent to you and me 2 years ago? How about that one?
That was wrong. Never mind.
The political spectrum as a whole, the political spectrum as a whole does not focus on one topic entirely. It goes in waves. This is important in this hour, in this day. Then it switches to that. Then it goes to something else entirely. Ukraine was important for a while.
For
now
a hot
it's something
minute.
else. Yeah. And to be completely simple about it, sorry to cut you off, but to be completely simple about why the price hike in fuel and food is happening right now, one word: Inflation. Now, the bigger conversation is what is causing that inflation, and that you have to take your time to explain. And people don't want to do it. There's a blanket statement. Maybe I should leave the room.
Never.
It takes more than a phrase or a term or a similar, chicks with dicks dismissing comment to explain inflation.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well,
you go ahead.
Yeah, and you're correct. And I lost my thought. Drink. Continue the video. See if I can find it.
All right. So he had pivoted this point and restarted his sentence.
I'm going to talk about. And why was that? Because it's the perfect look. When you're failing on policy, you pivot to a culture war.
When you're failing on policy, you're pivoting. And the year he gave was 2012. Who was in the United States White House at that time? Barack Obama. So is he saying that Barack Obama somehow influenced public discourse at writ large with regards to talking about social justice, racism, and white privilege? Is it Barack's fault? Thanks, Obama? No. Jesus.
Wow. So I was just doing some digging. The Harsh Truth unsubscribed from us, and so did Casey. Shots fired.
It's got to be a joke. And speaking of the Harsh Truth, the last review they did, Superman 2, blew up. It got over 1,200 views. So
nice.
Good on you, Frank. That's awesome.
Hey, I'm bringing attention to this right now. I am bringing attention to this right now. Look at the top. Unsubscribed. Wow. Shots fired.
I don't see a D on the end.
Right here. Unsubscribe.
No. What that means is we are currently subscribed to them, and we have the option, if you click on that, to unsubscribe from them.
Okay. I love you guys. Okay, my bad. Thought we were gonna start a show war. I thought he was mad at us because we're moving to Thursdays.
You know what you just did? That is a perfect example of someone who sees something momentarily and does not take the time to look at it properly. That's a perfect example.
No, it's not. How dare you?
Oh, yeah.
No, how dare you?
Inflation is a layered subject. We need someone like Ross Perot to explain it to us. Hello. I'm going to do Cora's introduction that I came up with. Ladies and gentlemen, Lady Cora. How you doing? Great to see you.
Yay!
Have a great stream. Oh, and she's gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, Conway Twitty.
I just watched Casey's vid. Speaking of Casey, his latest live stream that he did when he was going video game hunting, he brought his dog with him. His dog is so cute.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Oh, his dog's name is Duke. I can't remember what breed of dog it is, but he's so cute. And when Casey was fueling up, he said that it'd probably be the first and last time he had the dog with him. But Casey, if you're watching, please know that it's a great addition to your live streams. Bring your dog with you if you can. If it's safe to do so and it's not annoying, bring your dog. It was so cool to see. Thank you, Cora. Really appreciate it. Yeah, what I would love to ask Frank if it was the tags or if it was just, I don't know, something in the digital ether that prompted so many people to watch it.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, they are a good group of people. All of them. Yes, indeed. You're welcome. Anytime. If you want that for a ringtone or something, I can do that for you.
A text every time it goes up.
Now that'd get annoying.
No.
We need Al Gore. But Al Gore owns the internet. You know that's a misnomer too?
Yeah. See, we need Al Gore to just go, Man Bear Pig.
Dash home next. Nice. Okay. You learned something today.
Man Bear Pig. I'm going to go look. Oh, excuse me. I was, jeepers, excuse me. I watched a little bit of the Superman because I'm not a big movie guy, but I'd like to show up and at least tell Casey that he smells and stuff like that. And, so usually a lot of the times I'll honestly just have the video going with a little bit of, volume on, and like I'll just game and I kind of look down every once in a while, and then I wait for Casey to say something, and then I just say that he's stupid.
It's a good gimmick.
Yeah. So.
So
maybe that's why. Yeah.
nice.
But it worked though. That's what counts, right? That it worked. So.
The OG series. And I've heard what Jeremy in particular had to say about number 4. Yeah, I didn't like number 4, and I saw it last year.
Was that the Quest for Peace?
Yeah, with the nuclear commentary. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that in the theater when it came out, in the Tai theater. Yeah, wow. And I remember as a kid being like, "That's so stupid." Like, yeah. So.
Do you want to keep going through this guy's video?
No.
You sure?
Sure, go ahead. Finish it off. Well, yeah, finish
You pit people against each other, so they're fighting each other. We had in the...
You pit people against, so they're fighting each other. So in a general sense, yes, that's true. But this overarching you, just like the overarching unnamed they, that makes no sense. Who are you talking about specifically? Come on, name someone. I hate it when they do this. They and you and them. Who?
So
who?
I want context for everybody that is in the chat right now. Gordon's from Mackenzie, he probably doesn't know this, and Susan might not know this, but I know Ryan knows this. One of Alex's biggest pet peeves, even growing up, was when someone would say, everybody's going to be there tonight. See, look at his face, because he would just be like, I mean, everybody in all Mackenzie is going to be there. Every single person. That has always been a trigger for Alex. It's always driven you nuts for as long as I've known you.
Yeah, and I can be called autistic for that. That's fine. But when someone says something, I take them at their word, because for the most part, we are not talking in figurative or metaphorical terminology, because we're not all authors. This is not a fictional back and forth. So I take people at their word, which means you have to think before you say something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Oh, by the way, Brody's in my coffin tonight. That's why we haven't seen him for a while.
Oh.
Yeah.
Everybody slowly tonight.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But yeah, there are very few absolutes. I think in math, you can bring up absolutes and that would make sense for the most part.
Yeah. But then as a culture, or not as a culture, but people, I think what happens in this world a lot of times too is not enough people are willing to say, "Hey, I screwed up." Like, I'll say right now, I thought that unsubscribe thing, I'm like, "Oh, you dickheads." But it could have been just, and then you straighten it. I'm like, "Oh, man, my bad. I love those guys. I misread." But see, you told me, you corrected it. You told me I was a fuckhead for doing it, and I was wrong because I jumped to a conclusion, which I totally did, and we moved on. In the world we live in now, this would just continue. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, shut up, Brody. See, he's being loud again. Yeah. Chad didn't nail anything. Except his hand.
Chad got it.
Oh.
When Chad says that I don't like absolutes, that's what Susan is responding
I know,
to.
I'm being a smart ass. You know when Chad ejaculates, it's dust.
And we're demonetized.
Yeah, we were demonetized a while ago.
We were never monetized.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So anyways,
all
right, continue the video.
Okay. When he talks about Occupy Wall Street and the Tea Party, he is right about the existence of those movements. But I disagree that they suddenly stopped and we all started talking about social justice, racism, and white privilege. Wrong. The Occupy Wall Street movement, it kind of fizzled out after a while because there was no progress on it, and it splintered. It became too many different groups with no leader and too many different directions that each group was going in. So there was no cohesion.
So on a side note, because we're really moving on there. So I just looked to see what a skinny crack whore is. Yeah, don't type that into your algorithm because there. Like there's 281,000 results. So okay, so I put in crack horse shots, okay? Originally. That gave me 203,000 results, okay? And then I put crack horse shots drink. It jumped up to 281,000. So there's that. Wow. I got to clear my history for sure. I got to get a text tomorrow from the wife. Why are you looking up crack whores on the computer? What the fuck?
You're going to start getting ads for crack whore agencies.
Yeah. But to be fair, that is the far right, and much like the far left has adopted ideologies, Cora, and it's these people that now have that's their hill to die on. And just with that drink, I don't like mixing booze with dairy. It always, to me, just never ends well for me.
Yeah, I remember back in the day getting Baja Rosa, and oh man, it was so good.
Baja Rosa by itself is very good.
Yes.
Okay, let's finish this video.
Okay.
That's not what the powers that be like. You're getting too close. Look, they like you fighting about issues like abortion. Now, I'm not saying abortion isn't a very important issue. It's a very important issue. But us fighting about that issue doesn't scare anyone at the Federal Reserve. Shoots up. Yep. So
I screwed up. But yes, I will agree with him on that. It doesn't scare the people at the Federal Reserve if we're fighting with each other about abortion. That is true.
Doesn't scare anyone at the Federal Reserve. It doesn't scare anyone in the CIA. They don't care if you fight about that issue. They love you fighting over transgender bathrooms.
See, so and I know you got that look on your face right now. I know you do. But yeah, this is the stuff. Yeah, no bueno. Yeah,
no bueno.
No bueno. No bueno whatsoever. I think that's yes. I mean, I jokingly said that one of my good friends is in here in a coffin, but take him for example. We often joke, and hopefully Alex is working not too much time dedication to this high budget show, but we're gonna get a 2018 Brody clips and some stupid shit with that. But you take 2000, even take 2015 Brody before we met any of you guys, compared to now, it's completely 180. So I think that, and we've said this on many of our shows, it doesn't seem to matter if you have a view on something, that's your view, no matter if you apologize, if you educate yourself, that'll haunt you. That is a big problem these days. People are allowed to educate themselves and change their opinions about things. Okay, especially like I should say everybody should be able to, but especially when it's just like someone on Twitter or someone on YouTube. You educate yourself, you do some reading, go, oh, I was mistaken. That was a really narrow-minded view of myself. Okay. We're stopping the whole conversation right now. What kind of nylons are you talking about? Are we talking about like lingerie ones with like the lace and stuff on them? You gotta, work with us here. And you're lucky you're not getting a bunch of Brodies tonight because you're drunk as fuck. So, I have no problem in saying it. I like thigh over knee sock. I like long socks. I think it's sexy as F. I don't know. Most guys feel about lingerie and stuff. I don't care. I want what's underneath it. And me and my wife have had this conversation too. Yeah, I like thigh highs. So that's just, see, Alma's onto that, like fishnets. Like, what are we talking here? Red. Are we talking like the lingerie style? Or are we talking like, gotta be, you're not just talking about nylons, because guys be like, why the fuck do I want to care about nylons? Right? So I rambled there. Alex, go ahead.
I've never been a fan of nylons. I just looked up fishnets. Don't care for them. There is some lingerie that is extremely attractive, but it's not a fetish of mine. Again, I want what's underneath, but I do like and I appreciate the presentation of those things.
Okay, so like,
Van, you make a good point. If you're the same person, either you've always been right about everything, or unwilling to change, unwilling to adapt, unwilling to modify ideas. Yeah, growing as a person involves that.
And that's, I remember hearing on Rogan when I first heard it. Like your body, your cells change every how many years, right? Like you're not the same person that you were 20 years ago. So I'd hope that but you know what I mean. Like you need to learn and develop, and I completely agree with you. If I haven't learned stuff from doing this with Alex, or reading on my own, and growing as a person and getting older, and actually reading, and you got to look at either side of it. Yeah, I mean, if you failed as a human, if you haven't bettered yourself or educate, or you know what I mean, or maybe change, you don't have to change all your views. No one's saying you have to go be like, oh, I'm an atheist and now I'm a Christian. You know what I mean? Like that's not what they're saying. Like you need to change yourself as a person, be a better person, is what you can always hope for.
Yeah. A person can think that they are better at one point, but then through constructive criticism from others in the future, they'll be even better, or they realize they weren't good or better in the first place, then they become better.
Yes. Yeah, well, yeah.
With lotion, shaved leg with lotion. I don't understand why applying lotion after shaving is a thing. I've never looked into it. So
now I don't. Okay, but now we're talking.
Yeah,
I got some Lubriderm for men that also works as an aftershave. I put it on my head after I shave all the time.
Oh,
yes, I do. It actually helps. I find, and I don't know how you are when you shave, but I find sometimes like the back of my neck will get a little rough. I think it's because I got my little paunch there with my fat cell layer. So I find if I put it, I don't very often break out with never break out in razor burn. But that's I always put lotion on my head. I just find it helps too, and yeah. So okay, so you're whoring it up now. Okay, I have questions now, and no, I don't understand. No, and I know you're smiling now because you're like, okay, here goes the garbage man. But no, like, is it one of those ones? Okay, so you're wearing pink leg things. Now, if you were okay, so but like so pink, why would pink ones mean you're whoring it up? I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense to me. Now, if you had like a really short skirt on and they could see the top of the fringe, I guess, of the lace, I don't understand. Like, Wow, this took a turn that I'm quite enjoying.
That's great.
Yes. It puts the lotion on her, gets the hose again.
Yes. I remember the quote, yes.
Yeah. And tie basket, man, those tie baskets will get you. Conservative style of long tartan skirt. Yeah. So what's the problem with wearing? I don't understand. I don't like. So now, was her hill to die on a pink? The color pink? Like if you had worn black or white, like that wouldn't have been. Okay, I gotta say, okay.
Yeah, get a visual. Maybe it was wearing the frosty pink ones, not just the color pink, but maybe it's the frostiness.
I want to know what like a frosty pink is.
I would modify that, Cora. Women should just dress how they wish without caring about the judgment of others, because people are going to judge no matter what.
Oh, it does. Yeah. I only wore this shirt tonight because I was really hoping Brody was actually going to be here, or really. because yeah, and I tell you right now, God bless them if they're comfortable wearing it, because man, like I couldn't imagine. Like I'm not that I've ever worn a mini skirt, but like I've had enough surgeries because I've hurt myself. They've had to wear like the hospital gown, and like I'm sitting there going like, man, I hope my balls aren't hanging out or anything, right? Like, because it's like, so I mean, something, I'm not saying that all women have large labias or anything, but I'd be like, oh, I better hope I'm not, leaving a snail trail while I'm sitting here or something.
I noticed that Tex is very quiet on this issue right now.
Yes, he's like, I like mug. Remember I actually said, what was when we said pictures or it didn't happen? Wasn't it like the gun holster? No, the gun holster lingerie or some shit. He said his wife had one, and we're like, pictures or it didn't happen. Jason, I think it's time to embrace your grumpy old man. See, I think you can get better as a person, but you have a past because you're a grumpy old man and a fabulous drummer. I really wish I could have been at the show on Saturday, but snow called and I made a lot of money this weekend. So,
see, that's the thing. If they're showing off their goods, if they're wearing tight clothing, are they doing it because that's what they're comfortable in? That's what they want to wear. That they like the style, or are they showing off because of the if you got it, flaunt it mentality? I have no idea. You'd probably have to ask each individual person.
Mm-hmm. So, and this is the problem. Okay, this is a big thing happening in, and really, frosty pink is like a hottish pink, a hotter pink. It's nothing. Yeah, I just seen hot pink. It's like a flamingo, like the Grease, like the girls' coat color, like the girls from Grease.
Mm-hmm.
That's the color pink it is. That kind of pink. So, and this is where I think sometimes, as men, I'm saying as men now, things get confusing because there's this big thing in wrestling right now where women, and rightfully so, because there's some great athletes, okay, women wrestlers, and they're saying you need to appreciate us for the wrestler, for like, not don't appreciate us because we're beautiful women who can wrestle and are very athletic. Appreciate us, don't appreciate it because like that's how you should appreciate us, not sex symbols. And I completely agree. But then you go to their Instagram and there they are in a thong bikini, barely covered up. And it's like, okay, that is your right to do that. But you're asking us not to look at you as, and you're comfortable, which, okay, but we're not talking like you were just on the beach with a friend and took a picture. Like you're posed for a picture that clearly is to get likes and entice the opposite sex. Well, to entice sex from either man or woman. So it's confusing as fuck as men when you're telling us, don't look at me that way. But then if you go on their Instagram, you're like, holy shit, I can literally see her labia. But you're not supposed to sexualize women. And it's like, okay, like some women just don't understand that it's confusing as fuck. Right? Because, yeah, okay, you're telling us not to do this. But then, like, the next thing I know, I'm on Instagram. It's like, oh, holy crap. Well, you're allowed to say whether you like lingerie on a woman, Van. You're allowed to, have that. I'm just trying to.
Is it sexually provocative? Nylons or whatever other words we were using to describe that stuff.
So sorry to cut you, but Red said she was wearing like a tarnican skirt, so a longer skirt. I'm going to say maybe just above the knee, so a longer skirt dress, right? Is that really provocative?
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be at all.
It depends on the intention of the person wearing it, though. Or do they want to be provocative? That's their right too. Are they wearing it because it's comfortable or they look nice in it? That's fine too.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Mine's the same text.
Same with my wife. Yep.
She shows some skin and I say, fine, if you want to do that. That is completely up to you. I am not jealous. I'm not going to say anything because it's
No.
not my place. Your body, your choice. You're coming home with me, though.
And my wife doesn't really, but like there are times like if she has to go work in the lounge, I'm like, hey, jack them titties up, get some freaking, you know, some tips. Like, do and Ludacris said it best. We want a lady on the street, but a freak in the sack. That's what we want. Every dude.
And that's what Ginger is saying.
Yeah,
in
and that's what
her
I'm saying.
language.
She's right. Ginger nailed it. Yeah, that's what we want. We want a lady out in public, but we want, that freak in the sack. Yeah.
And Sue makes a good point from a different perspective. 100% weather related. And well, it's because of where she lives.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Right.
Yeah.
Like here it's hot as balls all the time. Yeah.
Trying to hitchhike. Interesting. I'd like to know when and where. We need context. And I need to see
Pictures
that,
or didn't happen.
Yeah, that ticket. Yeah, great pair of legs are, especially women in the gym. Man, a lot of women when they're in the gym lifting, they focus on leg exercises. But Jesus, they would look amazing in skirts. But with what they wear, which is tight pants or not leggings, those stretchy shorts or stretchy pants, yoga pants.
Yoga pants.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yes. God bless the guy that created those. I have to say. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, because you really, she's correct, because you're kind of covering up, like it kind of hides the legs, really, right? In the theory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Were the headbangers provocative? What?
No, because they were dressed as the time as the punk rocker thing. So no. No, the artist formerly known as Goldust was, because he got this crazy shit.
Yes. He was kind of crazy though in the end, I think.
Yeah, that was the character he was doing. Yeah, almost definitely. Yep. And there's your Al Bundy quote, the next one for the evening. Ahoy, ahoy.
You know, I think that speaks to wanting something, and then when you get it, you don't want it anymore, which I don't understand. And maybe it's the allure of wanting that thing, but once you have it, there's no fight left in you for that thing. I don't know. Nah, that means she's shopping for a new man.
All right.
That's a take on I don't need no man.
Yeah, whatever. Smile eyes. All right.
Smile, comma, eyes, and light. I'm gonna let that go. Hope your dad's doing well, Gordon. That's not related to your grandma getting a ticket for
weird. Yeah.
When hitchhiking, though. But interesting anecdote.
Where are you again, Susan? Are you in Calgary?
She is north of Calgary.
Oh, see, because I'm in Tabor, like far south of Alberta, and it gets hot as balls. It was 30. I remember last year, April 30th, because we were on the ball field. It was 30 degrees, and it didn't go below 30 till September. No rain. Like, I don't think we had rain. I don't think it rained once. It was brutal. Oh, so brutal.
So you get that dry humidity.
Oh, dude, it's. That's why when people are like, I'm going to go to Mexico, I'm like, it's hot enough here in the summer. I don't need to go anywhere.
Dad, will you stop that, please? Can you please stop talking about my mother that way? Please. I'm asking you nicely.
For all respects, I will not partake in talking about Alex's mom.
Thank you. Moving on. Hello, Cora. Squirrel. Women care more. Yes, because appearance, while it is not everything, appearance in the Western world is to a large degree important. Now, paying attention to appearance and how one chooses to present themselves in public, that does show a commitment to outward presentation. That is important to a degree.
Yes. Yep.
It's not everything,
Yep.
but it helps.
Yep. Just reading what Gord said. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. This day and age, fair enough. And
Make
that's
sure you get that prenup signed, though.
So that's the next commitment that's the next thing that like Tex just said. And yeah, they're like, hey, you can wear what you want, but yeah, maybe you shouldn't be showing up to school with your Tig old biddies hanging out. Just saying, like, it's like with your fallopian tubes for everyone to see. Maybe you shouldn't be doing that. It's come on, Linda. It's a school function. We're trying to sell lemonade here. Okay. Your pubic hair is now in the lemonade and it's ruined. Okay.
They're floating around in the atmosphere.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It looks like an eye worm, but it's literally in the lemonade. You've ruined the lemonade. Christmas is closed and now we can't get the new playground. Good job, Linda. Maybe they came right from the strip club. Think about that. Right from the strip club.
What Alma is saying reminds me of a line that Bill Maher had in one of his stand-up specials where he was saying, what can a whore wear anymore that really distinguishes her from everyone else nowadays?
So speaking of that, this will be funny. If people have jumped on this Dave Chappelle bit, have you seen this lately? That we do have the best corn. Do you remember when it was one of his early specials when he's talking about how, or just because I'm dressed like this does not make me a whore. And then like Dave says, well, okay, so that'd be like, yeah, you're a troop. Just because you dress a certain way, that does not make you a whore. But let's just say me, Dave Chappelle, the comedian, is I dress up as a cop. And I'm walking down the street and you see me and they come up, oh, officer, help us, please. The bad guys are there. Go get them. And I look at you and say, oh, just because I'm dressed like this does not make me a police officer. It's like, yes, you're I'm not saying you're a whore, but you're definitely wearing a whore uniform. But everybody's been on this lately. I've been seeing it on a bunch of like TikToks and it's like, this bit is like 20 years old, guys. Like, keep up here. Like, that is an old bit. I think it was off one of his first HBO specials.
That's almost like one of those modern cultural things where you try to cancel someone for what they said 20 years ago.
Well, I don't think they're trying to cancel him. I think they're just trying. Yeah, I don't understand like what they're doing. Actually, well, that being said, Karl, I remember in the 90s when their belly buttons were exposed, be like, oh, look at that. You can see her midriff. Oh, that's so sexy. Right? Like, yeah.
Dad not minding his own business. That reminds me of a movie I watched yesterday with Samuel L. Jackson from 2008. It's called Lakeview Terrace. It's based very loosely on a real guy in California who's a police officer who he was very by the book, follow these rules, you will do this, or I will torment you in subtle ways because I have this power. I'm not saying your dad's like that, Gordon. I'm just saying I see the parallels.
Old and bored.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't shock me, Ryan. I wouldn't shock me at all.
Yep, but unless the school has a certain dress code, they're going to wear it. So what the hell? Yeah. Who are we to say? Yes. A person should look at the various trends in history before they say, oh, this is, exactly. I get what Cora's saying. Have some perspective before you start pointing the finger.
Yes, most definitely. Yep.
Especially in this day and age when you have access to so much of it.
Yep. Yeah.
Redneck rye.
It's yeah, and like I say at the end of the show, and I'll say that nobody knows the fights that everyone else is fighting, right? So it's yeah.
Ooh, that's one thing I'm glad that we didn't have access to in terms of technology when we
Yep.
were younger. Sexting
Mhm.
each other naked photos.
Yep.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm glad that didn't exist.
Mhm.
Ooh, I would not be able to show my face on the internet.
See, so what he's saying here, folks, that he sends a lot of pictures of his wiener to
That's
his
not what I'm saying.
girlfriend. Yeah, because he
No,
couldn't show his
it's
face
not.
on the internet. So it means that if he had that technology back then, everybody would have been like seeing that dick.
Sure.
That's what he's saying. Okay.
That's a good saying, Tex. I like
Mhm.
that.
Okay, we need okay. Trans not friend. What did you okay? Most gingers literally grow when
Glow.
homies. So y'all for that cannot hide you too.
Most gingers literally glow when they're horny, so yay for
Oh,
that. Cannot hide it.
oh, okay. Well, he speaks gingerese. I am ginger, and I didn't know what the hell she was saying.
That was Samuel L. Jackson, Patrick Wilson, and Kerry Washington.
Wasn't Kerry Washington one of the Destiny Child girls?
No.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure no.
I'm just looking. Just hold on.
Polaroid. Yeah, sit there, click. There you go.
Yeah. Boys. Oh, we're in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What'd we do?
We got the boys. Are we in trouble?
She
Boys.
reserves the bad touch for Tex alone, but when it comes to us, she's like, boys. Boys.
Okay. So let's get off all this sexualness and talk about some music. I found
Giggity.
this. So 25 one album wonders.
Hmm.
Okay. So do you want I can just read them, I guess? Oh, corrected and autocorrect. Okay, I thought we were in trouble. So number one album starts off with Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, The Heist.
Yeah.
And that was pretty good. It had some good tunes on it. I thought so. Second album, Gyote Making Mirrors. I only ever knew the one song by him.
Can you say that band name again?
Goche.
Yeah.
Someone that I used to know is the only song I knew by him.
Same here.
Bad Touch, you and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Again,
Do it again.
Oh, okay. Okay, this was not a good album. See, now I think this is kind of confusing the one hit wonder with the one album wonder because this Cisco Unleashed the Dragon.
Oh.
Yeah, the thong song was and he was in that Little Kim song. Speaking of that, have you seen Little Kim lately?
No.
Oh, it's so sad because she was a beautiful woman. And she got a ton of plastic surgery. And Christopher Cross. They often say that he is the first real victim of the MTV movement. That he was a hell of a singer and, had some great soft rock, songs, but wasn't attractive for the MTV crowd. Did he really? I did not know that. I did not know that. Okay, I'm going to disagree with this one. So Ace of Base, The Sign.
They had more than one decent album.
Yeah, because the one with the It's a Beautiful Life, there's a couple tunes off that too. So I'm going to disagree with that one, albeit still they're in that one hit wonder territory if you're only having a few big hits, but still they were huge.
Yeah, I'm glad Trish isn't here because she'd be getting all uppity over that one. I think.
So again, I kind of disagree with this one because she had some good songs. Evanescence, Fallen. They had some songs. She had some songs after. Again, albums weren't big, but some songs that were pretty okay.
Bring Me to Life, I remember.
Yeah, Going Under. Like it was a good My Immortal, but then there was some Don't Call or Call Me When You're Sober. There's a couple other songs after. I heard it's sad because you just read things that she's actually very hard to get along with. Like she can't keep band members. Like she just keeps going right through them. So
That sucks.
the next one is Bob. Bob Presents the Adventures of Bobby Ray. I don't even know any of that. Yeah, like, I don't think anybody could. Well, we were all, I wasn't in middle school, but so next one is Blues Traveler 4. They had some good tunes. I don't know how many albums they had, but I remember the one for sure. Interpool, Turn on the Bright Lights. I will say the only reason I know about this band is because of Rocksmith or Rock Band, because they were on Rock Band. I've often said before, and I was just curious what you think about this. If you were a musician who had, you've made money, but even if you were just kind of a smaller band and you had the opportunity, wouldn't you want your music on video games, especially with the way kids consume games these days? Because I downloaded a bunch of music because of Rock Band and Rocksmith.
Oh yeah.
Right. So it doesn't even need to be those. Put them on like a hockey soundtrack if you can, or NFL or something like that. Like, yeah, like I've actually got quite a bit of music from soundtracks of songs.
Whatever platform you can get your media out onto, especially when you're an up and coming band, definitely do it because you need the revenue stream.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I think bands like Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin, you've seen Led Zeppelin do it a little more lately, but they should want their movies out. Hey, Junior, they should want their songs out on video games and stuff, because a lot of younger people don't know Zeppelin and don't know this stuff. So if they're out in video games, they might hear this stuff like, oh yeah, like pop-up video was awesome.
Good call, Sue.
Yeah. Next album is Fun Some Nights. They had a couple songs off that weren't bad. Next album, The Fine Young Cannibals, Raw and Cooked. Again, I don't know if that's a great album. They had a couple good songs.
Fine Young Cannibals, How Bizarre.
No.
Was that one? No?
She drives me crazy. Vertical Horizon, Everything You Want.
Vertical Horizon.
Yeah. He's everything you want. She's everything you need. That one?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hooting the Blowfish, Cracked Rear View Mirror. When it comes to talking about like a 90s album, like Hooting the Blowfish, that album has to be in the top 10 for 90s albums. Because like the whole album is really good, I think. Vanilla Ice to the Extreme. Again,
I had that album.
So did I. I think almost everybody did. That's not a one album wonder. He is a one hit wonder.
Yeah, I don't think anything of his blew up as much as Ice Ice Baby.
Oh, see, I let Brody out of the casket. He's here.
Hey, how are you, Brody?
Norah Jones, Come Away With Me. I don't know Norah Jones. I know who she is, but Jet, Get Born. We actually cover one of their songs with Be My Girl.
Oh, look at that. I remember that one.
See, but then I'm that guy that I preferred her in Genie in a Bottle video. Like, I just like the less skanky, like look. Yeah. Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. That is a ridiculously bad name. I feel that there has to be a gay bar named the Pleasure Dome. There has to be. There has to be just a sex club named the Pleasure Dome. That's amazing.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Neutral Milk Hotel. I've never even heard of them. Anybody?
Say that again.
Neutral Milk Hotel.
Never heard of it. What a jumble of words that is. That's like a YouTube channel name.
Yeah, Darius Rucker is his name, Cora.
Yeah. I like his voice. I like Darius's singing voice. I think it's pretty good.
Gnarls Barkley, St. Elsewhere. I will say, Crazy's a good tune. I quite enjoyed Crazy. John Cougar.
Isn't he still around?
I think he just got put in the Hall of Fame, didn't he?
Perhaps.
Yeah. KT Tungsten. Yeah, the Telescope. True. That is true. Oh, crash test dummies. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to where my mind goes with once there was this kid who took a trip to Singapore and brought along his spray paint and when he finally came back, he
Had
had Kmart
marks
all over his bottom. And I think my favorite part is watching Al sing doing that. So ridiculous. The game, the documentary. I know I like a couple of the game songs. Justice. I've never heard of Justice.
Mm-mm.
So, and then Lauryn Hill, the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I thought she was going to be huge.
Me too.
I really did, like, because that album was pretty good. Yeah.
Hootie. I get what you're saying, and I'm not going to give it to you, Brody, because I get one.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But what if Brody is subtly revealing something to us?
No.
He has a crush on Darius Rucker.
Is Hootie a one hit wonder because of Darius' solo success? Okay, so is Sammy Hagar a one hit wonder now because of Van Halen's success with Hagar was with Van Halen? So yes, he did. He did have a house flipping show.
Wow.
Yep. So that's the end of that list. Quite enjoyed that.
Dead.
Yeah.
They all got into a car and
that Peter Pumpkinhead song is awesome.
Yeah, I've heard the name Norah Jones before, but I can't.
Wasn't her dad like involved with the Beatles?
Oh, I think her dad was someone really, really popular at one point.
I'm trying not to Google it, Jason. Who was... you Jamie Ray? Who wants to know? Who wants... what the hell's his name? I can see his stupid face. His stupid, dumb British face.
John Cougar, John Mellencamp, John Cougar Mellencamp. Brody, you need to change your shorts more than 3 times in 20-something years.
Yeah.
30-something, pardon me.
Is Cat Stevens? No. No, I have to look. Really? That's sad.
You got it too, Ryan. Yeah, it wasn't that good.
No, so her dad is... Wait, maybe I was going to say this wrong.
If I warmed up, Van, I could probably do a Crash Test Dummies impersonation, but not when I'm cold like this.
Ravi Shankar. Is that who Cat Stevens changed his name to? Because that's Norah Jones's dad. Ravi Shankar.
I remember on either our first or second Music for Aliens, I had brought up Ravi's daughter, and Ravi was a big influence on the Beatles when they went to India.
Rebel.
I had the Harvey Danger album from back in the 90s.
Flagpole Sitta?
Yeah.
What's up?
He doesn't have to work tonight.
No?
No.
You guys are going to sleep? He should keep his graveyard. We'll talk after. We're not done. All right. Take the dog with you.
No.
All right, fine. I already said flagpole sitter. Keep up.
Oh, nice.
I will not. How dare you even imply that I will bring Fortnite back up on my PlayStation? How dare you, Alma? How dare you?
That's a far way to fall. Oof.
Wow. Let her cry, indeed.
They got to be in their 50s now.
Yeah? Yeah, they'd be a little older than us.
Oof. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
No.
I would do it. I would do it, but we can't. It's hard to sing in harmony because I slowed down a bit when we were singing there because we have a little bit of a lag. Yep. I'll sing whatever the fuck you want. I love singing.
Yeah, that would be a Nick only show, but you got to think about copyright. Even with karaoke songs, instrumentals, there are some that are copyrighted.
Like we can do a cappella,
Yeah.
Because we got dinged Cora year. If you go on and look on our feed, I think it's on this one. My band did some covers live, and we got hit with copyrights for like it was live music. Yeah, nor is that. Yeah, Ravi Shankar is not Cat Stevens.
Yeah. Ravi, and Shankar is spelled correctly.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Yes, the Wilson
Yes,
Phillips.
Wilson
Yes, I
Phillips. Yeah.
remember.
Now I remember when they came out, and I remember how big the album was, and I remember watching them on, I think it was like the American Music Awards. They were awful live.
Oof.
Kind of blow. I'm gonna fight you, Chad. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Yes, that's what it was.
Jason got it. Yep. He did. Yes.
Oh, excuse me.
Yusuf Islam. I think he changed his name too.
Yeah.
And well, at that time, Junior, I think you could understand why. I think that was during the Bush administration. I could be wrong. Maybe it was Obama, but at that time, yeah, U.S. wasn't looked upon as being great during the Bush administration.
If you, Cora, I'm kind of putting my band over right now. If you go to not last year's Cornfest, because that was a horrible show, but the one before that, it's called Cornfest. My band actually played the second night. Yeah, like my band plays there. I actually got some more dates coming up to be announced, but yeah, I like singing, so. Hey, pray live for this, please.
Live for this. I know the band. I don't know the song.
Hatebreed, yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I know. She's still Kim, right? No. Some things never change.
I think if you add into the description the Copyright Act of 1976 screed, I think you can get away with it, but I don't know. On places like Twitch, you can get away with it. Musical talent when it comes to playing an instrument is, well, a lot of it is hand-eye coordination, especially if you can read sheet music and being able to play an instrument while looking at that sheet music. And then the rest of it is listening.
I could play bass. Not well. I can play bass. And I was trying to learn to play bass to play for my band. And to be able to sing and to play bass and then I watched Rush do 2110 or whatever the hell, however you say it, live from the 70s. 21, whatever, 12, yeah. And I'm like, fuck you, Geddy Lee. Like, he just makes it look easy and flawless. It's just, and then you throw a bunch of keyboards in there too. So,
yeah.
But
then that goes to songwriting, being able to write the music and then the vocals, the lyrics kind of in harmony. Now, that's not true in all cases. I think there's some Green Day songs where the chords are a different melody than the vocals. So that's something you got to train your brain around.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, back in the day, that was really, really cool to listen to. I love that.
Why You Gotta Hate Me? Oh, it's called.
Yeah.
She sits alone by a lamp post, trying to find a thought that's escaped her mind. I do some Shania too. Probably not in the same way as you though. The first 4 songs were amazing.
She's got a good point. When I hear Bono sing, I don't hear a lot of Irish accent.
Roxette, when she sang, like, 'cause she's Swedish, you don't hear the accent. I gotta say, I love like the Scottish Irish accent so much. There's a character in Red Dead. Like, I talk to her just to hear it. I love hearing that. I love it. Love it. And yeah, Jason, anybody can play bass. To play bass, just to play a bass, yeah. Like, you can get more, like, for punk and stuff, yeah, you can totally get through. What's wrong with smooth jazz? I love me some jazz.
Good job. Trolling or not?
I don't know if he's trolling or not. It's hard to say over a mic like this too. So,
Oh, nice.
Actually, they had a couple goods because there was the Dolphins Cry was a good song by Live, and then is it Lakinen's Juice?
Lakini's Juice. That's from
Lakini's
their
Juice.
second album.
Yeah, that's a good tune. I always like the beginning riff.
Yes, and I think this is a slight dig at Bill Clinton, what Junior has typed in at this point. The Scottish accent, it's difficult to do a good Scottish accent. Irish, I think you can hook into a little bit more with the way they pronounce their R's, but with Scottish, ooh.
So maybe not the first 4 songs. I gotta say, like, so Selling the Drama. This is off Throwing Copper.
Yep.
April 26th, 1994. Selling the Drama, I Alone, Iris, Lightning Crashes. Like, those 4 songs are amazing. All Over You. That's actually, I don't think that one got enough credit.
It's catchy.
That's another good song. Yeah. It's I did my white discussion. Pillar of Davidson's pretty good. That was a good album.
One song that I started listening to recently, because you mentioned the word Iris, the Goo Goo Dolls.
Amazing song.
There's something about that song, and I'm not talking about the radio version. I'm talking about the full 4-something minute version. It's beautiful. It just brought me back to that time.
Oh, dude.
And I've been listening to it a few times a week. It brings back that magic of that time, especially the movie City of Angels that Nicolas Cage and Meg Ryan were in, and Andre Braugher.
This I don't know why. Oh God, I get goosebumps. Like this is why I love music, because music to me, just talking about this album gives me goosebumps. Like, just because this was September 22nd, 1998 is when this album came out. I remember driving around in Prince with Susan and Kim listening to Dizzy Up the Girl. I remember going up University Hill. I don't know if it was Susan, might have been Charlotte. Either way, listening to Dizzy Up the Girl. And
Charlotte.
Yeah. And the first album, even the first 5 songs, Dizzy, Broadway, Black Balloon, Slide, January's Friend. That's the first 5 songs. They're all awesome.
Yeah, Black Balloon and Slide. Yep.
So the first time I heard, so it must have been at a dance. I heard Iris. We were at a dance, and I remember being like, "Holy crap!" I mean, like, who is? I've never heard this song. I'd never heard of them. And Penny was like, "Oh, it's this Goo Goo Dolls," and she's like, "I have the City of Angels album. Do you want to borrow it so you can hear this song?" Yeah, of course I do. And and the thing, like you said, the difference between the radio version and the studio version, they cut out that whole breakdown.
Yeah, that build up. Yeah.
And that's the build up. Like, we do Iris. We do like a rock version of Iris. And like that whole part where they're doing the dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun, that's, I love that part. That's like my favorite. And then it goes into that like little bit of a solo. Oh, and they cut the best part out on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you are correct, man. You need to you need to listen to the studio. Yeah.
Now, Junior and Tex, this person that I'm referring to, Charlotte. Oh, she was something else. She beautiful, very nice person. And I haven't seen her in years. Friends with her on Facebook though, so still get to see that beautiful face every once in a while.
Dizzy Slide. Oh God.
That goes back, Susan, to what you were saying earlier about finding a lot of great music on movie soundtracks. Batman Forever, for example. A lot of good music on that album.
So the song before Iris, it's called Acoustic Number 3.
Okay.
You should listen to that. It is a great build-up for Iris. It's actually a really, really great build-up for Iris.
Okay. I'll get to it today.
Yeah, no, well, Chad, maybe back in the day they did, but now they don't anymore. Like it does, they cut the build-up out. They cut that all out. Oh yeah, slide. That beginning like it takes me back because that was when we were partying in Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm instantly like I always say like 1979 puts me in Mackenzie, like when we were around that age. Every time I hear the beginning guitar line for slide, we're partying in Prince George.
Mm-hmm.
You know. How dare you? How dare you? Yeah,
I can appreciate what they did back in the day. I'm not a fan at this point.
No more. I'm not. I don't enjoy their music anymore.
I think it's mostly jumping on the bandwagon of hate, which is the title of a really short video I did back in the day on Facebook. I would love to bring that back.
So that if you go back and read the lyrics of early Nickelback, Leader of Men, even How You Remind Me, Too Bad. But like, and they did really fall into the whole repeating the same stuff, right? Like, like it was the same formula. So, dude, you need to get high and watch Yellow Submarine. You never know, Cora. That's just it. I mean, you said you're being sarcastic. I don't know. I like Nickel. I love me some Nickelback. That was one of those awesome ones I did. How You Remind Me at karaoke. Somebody said, do Nickelback. I'm like, all right. And the whole bar, when it got to the I've been wrong, like the big scream part, everybody was singing with me. Everyone. Everyone loves it. Oh. I'll be your crying shoulder. I'll be love suicide. Ouch.
Yes, some of these songs from back in the day, there's a lot of nostalgia there. I agree.
Yeah, a lot of the like Leader of Men, that's a great tune.
I agree with what Van is saying. Mm-hmm. If they sold that many albums, well, then again, perhaps the hate piled on years after those albums were sold. I would like to think that's the case, but I don't know.
Well, but look what happened with Metallica. You may not be a fan of the stuff like I don't mind some of Load and Reload.
Yeah.
Everybody you're like, where? I love the Black Album. And I loved Injustice for All and everything before that. So yeah. Hello, really.
What do you think of Nickelback? Really? I was like, really? And a coat in the you got me. They wrote Mozart wrote a song about farts.
I'm okay with that. Have you
listened to the music of Mozart?
No.
Fucking brilliant. It's
brilliant. I mean, yeah, I've heard some Mozart, yeah. Oh, yeah, you need to be high and watch The Wall. Same with the Yellow Submarine. You can't watch that stuff sober. You have to be on something to watch those. And that's an album that I can put on even now and not be high. Maybe because I remember what it was like to be high and watch it was the Pink Floyd, or listen to the Wall. Sorry, the album. Just like wow. There are no redeeming qualities of Saint Anger, Chadney. You shut your whore mouth. How dare you? Yeah,
I don't know.
The worst snare ever. There was a guy who was doing like Metallica songs with the snare from Saint Anger. It was hilarious.
My lifestyle determines my death. So I don't know. Whenever I think of the Saint Anger album, that lyric comes to mind.
See, and really nails it right there. Not crazy about Nickelback, but less than 50 artists have sold many albums as they have. Haters are gonna hate. You know, it's kind of like everyone with Taylor Swift. You can say what you want. She's the biggest music star in the world right now. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
I liked that documentary, Some Kind of Monster. And there was something else I had and I forgot, so drink.
Drink. Yeah. Just because I'm still looking at Goo Goo Dolls. And if you haven't listened to it in a long while.
Thank you, Cora.
Okay, thanks, Cora. A Boy Named Goo. Name. Just name. Like, what a great song. Oh. Name.
Okay. The movie is a whole other thing. I watched it sober.
Mm-hmm. I think Chad was one. It was either Chad or Trevor. It was one of the Lissick boys spit out the bone of Hardwired after not the latest album, but the one before that. Spit Out the Bone's a good workout song. Yeah, it was the worst snare ever. Oh.
Ooh, Frantic. Yes.
So, okay. Wow. What do we want to talk about now?
Some tangent. Oh, yes. Nick sent me that.
Yes, I did send that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you want to look at that?
We can, yeah. You want to what? Ryan, so the Reverend had sent it to me and I forgot. And then when I was working out today, something popped up about it. I'm like, oh crap. So Brody. And tax. Yeah, I saw, yeah, I didn't. Yeah, it was again not good. Not good what happened.
Are you gonna bring it up or should I?
You go ahead. It's usually your department.
Yeah. All right. I had no idea that this was a thing.
Yeah.
Now, what was this all about? A knockoff of a Willy Wonka themed family event in Glasgow.
Mm-hmm.
Decidedly lackluster immersive exhibit. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there were any pictures though.
There was some. Here, hold on. Glasgow.
His advertising materials included colorful art, blah, 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 but both were AI generated, as was the garbled script handed out at the last minute to actors hired to play in-world characters. So people got ripped off because it was hyped and it was a letdown in real life.
And then apparently all they got was like a jelly bean at the end of it, like for candy. Yeah. So I'm trying to find pictures of it right now. But we were not prepared. Shocker.
Received jelly beans, not chocolate. Ooh.
And no, I'm not finding anything. So, anyways. But yeah.
So I guess that goes to show, be skeptical.
Yeah. Don't trust anybody. Illuminati is confirmed. All right, let's bang out some videos here. Giggity. Bang out some videos.
There we go. There are some good Southern rock bands. Yes. Now,
go ahead.
If really wants to argue bands versus if Van Edwards wants to argue albums and bands versus Really Mysterious, saying maybe some singles were good, I would be interested in that.
So
yeah, see, that goes to show you can't believe everything you see.
Absolutely not. But I always thought Molly Hatchet's lead singer sounded like Kermit the Frog. I'm traveling down the road and I'm flirting with Saturn. I always thought. I don't know what he's saying there, but
Ooh, don't peel back the curtain.
yeah, geez.
We want to
Spoiler
keep the
alert.
drama going.
Yeah, durr.
Some concession. Tuesday's Gone is a decent tune.
Yes, Tuesday's Gone is a decent tune.
They ran out of jelly beans. Jelly beans cost less than a dime a dozen, I would think, at this point. Well, maybe not because of inflation.
True.
Blackfoot tree. Jesus, I don't think I've heard that.
I have not.
And he knows that. But you would still troll him, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Just like you troll all of us. And with that, stupid people. Stupid people.
Yes, I
Spicy
had some too.
movies.
Yeah, my boss brought some back from the States. They got them at Cabela's. I actually quite enjoyed them.
Thank you for being here, Alma. Thank you so
Night, Alma.
much. Keep Bolo in line. You ever seen a cop car chase?
Of course.
This is from the dash cam perspective, and I'm going to be jumping through this. So this is somewhere in Merca. Chase. That's right around here. And we're going to pause momentarily. Because guess who's here? Oh, I got something for you.
I hope Cora's here.
Okay, so Casey, this is for you.
Have you seen my wiener? Do you need that text?
I already sent it to him.
You already sent the text? Okay, good. I hope Frankie plays it tomorrow.
And chase and more. Oh.
Hit maneuver.
Chase over. Oh, let's turn that on now. Whoa, what the hell, bro? Now, look at this guy. Tell me that does not look like Patton Oswalt. That looks like Patton.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not really a cop, is he? Like that? Wow. No. That's not really a cop, is it?
Oh, I didn't see your lights. I didn't see your lights in the back. Oh, you got the wrong car. I didn't see the lights in the back.
This is not real. This is not real.
No, I got the wrong car.
I think it's real.
Oh, my geez.
Yeah.
Wow. Unbelievable. Wow. Oh, fuck me. Wow. Wow, that's real. Holy shit.
Cops going after cops.
Oh, you love us, Casey.
On.
Shut up.
Like I said earlier, Casey, your last live stream of you going to hunt for video games and you had your dog Duke with you, please do more videos with your dog. The dog was such a great addition, if you could. If it's not annoying to bring your dog and it's not a hazard to safety, please bring your dog. I think it's a great element. And just to throw an idea at you, Casey, you know how some companies will make coats or like a protective clothing for dogs? You could take your logo, put that on like a dog jacket or something, and then who knows, if there's enough demand for it, you could probably make money from it. So that idea is yours. Just throwing it out there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he upgraded from Game Boy games in his bum. Yeah. Wow, good job. Case, I'm proud of you. Wow. Go hard or go home, buddy. I'm impressed. Oh, good Lord. All right.
There's that clip game. Fill us in on what you were referring to.
Yeah,
Maybe we should drink.
he said so. I can't remember now, but he did say something to that effect.
I don't even know what Blastcore is, but
I saw a video. I'm sure most of us gamers have seen it though. It's like if you played Nintendo 64 like this, we can't be friends. It's got the person holding the paddle like this, like straight up, and just with the stick. I don't know how most of you guys, but I always had mine like sideways. That's how I held it because you didn't need the D-pad for nothing, right? You didn't need the D-pad for like when you're playing like Mario Kart or whatnot, right? So
yeah,
I like tater tots. Tater tots are delicious.
gotcha.
Okay. I appreciate that, Ryan. I guess I remember that now.
Yeah, but that was interesting. You get to see a perspective of what a dog does when a person leaves the vehicle. Yeah, he's whining, but maybe it's one of those things that a dog will get used to.
Maybe.
But I thought it was an interesting perspective. But yes, please have your dog in more videos if you could. Because your dog is so cute. There was something that you had posted in our little chat that I wanted to share.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
And this is kind of for Tex as well. This is great.
Yeah. There you go, Tex. A book for your children, buddy.
Now, is it Berenstain or Berenstein? Dad, if you're still here, I swear we had at least a few of those books.
We did. Oh, we definitely did. So, wow, that's awesome. I can't believe it's been that long. 16 years ago today, if I'm reading this right, we lost Jeff Healey.
Ooh.
You had the whole set, okay.
Emphasis on had. You gave them away, and now we can't solve this cultural phenomenon of, was it Berenstein or Berenstain? I can't remember what it was.
Berenstein Bears, I don't know.
A double-decker dog. Oh no, you're not one of those people, are you?
Well, you got to keep an eye out for this Karen. I saw it on the show that me and Kim watch. Loses her mind because this veteran has a support animal, like and she just loses her shit because this dog's in this restaurant. Like, loses her absolute fucking mind. It's ridiculous. So
yeah, we got to have that one on the next show.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. What we got next?
I am interested in seeing that.
Nice.
Beginning of Roadhouse.
Wow. That is sad. If you haven't heard it, Van, check out Jeff Healey's cover of While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
Yeah. Excellent
cover.
You know, Casey, I'm going to have to go with Dad on this one. Berenstain or Stein as opposed to
Stein
with the E as opposed to the A.
Bernstein Bears. Anyways.
Good cover. Yeah. The old Karen. Oh, this is more of a Darren than a Karen, but in this day and age, I think it's worth bringing up. So prepare yourselves. It was a play on German Spanish. Oh, interesting. So I wonder now if there was a North American version and a European version where the E and A were used in different continents.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Okay, good call, Dad. That's a good call, Bruce. Yep.
Yeah, Casey did that. Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so Nick and I, we don't talk about what's going on with Israel and Palestine, and for good reason. We have no idea. However, I think this is happening in the United States, this particular clip. This is at a coffee shop.
Oh, this is...
So, come on, back to the beginning. Harassed for having Palestine stickers on her laptop. It says "Free Gaza." Okay, I'm going to go with "That's all it says."
Have a free conversation. Sorry, what's the situation? There's a sign that says she's allowed to have that wherever she likes. I know. She didn't ask me about it. You know, but if you have a sign, I want.
So he immediately jumps into a logical fallacy of if you have a sign, but her sign does not say that.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Cora, and it's mainly because of our ignorance on the topic. We could dive into it, but no, I don't think it's worth it at this point. Now,
okay, that's
true. That guy could have not said anything, and the woman would have her sticker, and that would have been that, perhaps. But with some people, having the sticker is like a bullhorn, a silent bullhorn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. It does not say that. I want my people to be free. I want my people to be free.
I'm calling the police. There's no.
Okay, just let it go. There's no point. Go.
If she doesn't switch it up, I'm calling the police right now. With me, I'm calling it.
Unfortunately, she can do that.
She cannot do that. I'm calling the police right now.
You can do that outside.
No, I'm not doing that outside. I'm calling the police.
What they're going to do, they're going to ask you to leave my store.
Why are you calling
That's
the police?
fine.
What did I do to you? What did I do to you?
I don't want to be recorded and broadcast on social media.
You're harassing me, so I can tell the police you're harassing me.
And to her point, another reason for digitally recording this interaction is so that she can show the police what was said. So even if the police interview them both separately, the video is the ultimate unpartial eyewitness. Like bumper stickers. Exactly. Yes. When we watch our own, but there's something to having interaction on these topics, but not to this degree where it's confrontational. Having more constructive conversations on these topics would be more enlightening, and to what we were saying earlier, help people develop as people, become better people, perhaps.
Well, no, that's not what he was saying, Cora. What he's saying is that she supports women being stoned, I believe. I believe that's what with the statement he made at the beginning with the Free Gaza. If I'm not mistaken.
His statement earlier on was, if I had a sign that said, and I'm not going to be able to find it now, of course.
Okay. Play from here. I think it was.
Yeah.
There's a sign that says.
So there's a sign that says, and he stops himself because he's going to go into his logical fallacy.
She's allowed to have that wherever she likes. She didn't ask me about it.
You know, but if you have a sign.
But if you have a sign that says, okay.
Yeah, if you have a sign.
Yeah, but that's not what the see again. That's not what her sign says.
Exactly.
Okay, that's what that. Yeah. Oh no, he's being very. He's like, whatever happened to just looking at something you don't agree with, be like, ugh, and just walking away. Like what? Like, you know?
Yeah, like you used to do back in the day. Be like, ugh.
Difference is, I was a dumb young man. This guy's an old dumb twat.
He's probably older than we are.
Yes. So Kate. So back to where we were, or wherever. Like,
I'm calling.
Unfortunately, she can do that.
She cannot do it. I'm calling the police right
But
now.
you can do that outside.
No, I'm not doing that, sir. I'm calling the
What they're
police.
going to do, they're going to ask you to leave my store.
Why are you calling
That's
the police?
fine.
What did I do to you? What did I do to you?
I don't want to be recorded and broadcast on social media.
You're harassing me, so I can tell the police you're harassing me.
You're harassing me.
Who's harassing who?
To do with her and you. You understand that?
No, I'm not. I don't have any issues with you. I'm just asking you some questions that
You're harassing me. You're not asking questions, you're harassing me.
Did she ask did she
okay,
ask
can we pause for just 1 sec?
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna say I don't agree with what he's doing right now. This comes around to we missed the very beginning of the video. Like, what did he ask her? Like, there was no, like, don't go back to the beginning, but there was no question, right? He just, because right away it was kind of an aggressive, the conversation had already kind of been started aggressively. So what did he ask her that she feels threatened, right? Like so maybe that's where it started. I'm not condoning what he's doing now. He just should have walked away. Okay, because we don't know what happened before the camera got turned on. We always say that when we see these videos.
Yep.
So finish up.
Yeah, but the thing is, Chad, and you know this as well as anyone else here, everything nowadays is apparently rooted in politics. I don't agree with that, and I'm not saying that everyone looks at everything through those kind of distorted colored glasses, but that is the implication with a lot of these heated discussions that are had nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Yep. Walk away. Yeah. Walk On. That's a song by you too. Walk On. It's a decent song. Yeah.
You approached me.
I want to blow up this coffee shop and I'm speaking.
Do I have that here? That doesn't say that. I want my people to be freed.
Well, I would take that off.
I'm not taking
there was a
anything off.
cut.
This is a free country.
Yeah, that's true. There are cuts and we don't know how it started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
keep that in mind.
yep.
She is taking that down.
I'm not taking this down. This is not illegal.
And that's where it cuts off.
Okay. Well, yeah. So yeah, we don't have the full context, but they're both just kind of, well, and that's the thing, is that you're feeding it. It's kind of like Cora says way down the bottom there, says she's a caring for her reaction verbally with a louder voice. So that is the whole, like, the situation's about to be diffused and you go like, yeah, well, that's why your mama's a bitch. You know, like, it brings the like, you're like, and then of course, like, excuse me. And then like, you're back, you know. No, yeah, you don't know for sure. Yeah. Here. And I'm going to lighten the mood here.
Gazoon tight Cora, but she corrected herself. Amen, Tex. What do you get?
I'm sorry. My brain automatically went to me and Ryan having a conversation. Like, this would be what me and Ryan would say to each other. Like, and then there's this. Here, Tex, this is just for you. Now, this is probably the best breakfast ever in the world. This is just for Tex. I don't think the gun's big enough, but you get the point, right?
Man, I would go to Texas just so Tex and I could bond over that kind of breakfast.
That is a great looking breakfast, I will say. Like,
yeah,
it's the right amount of egg to bacon ratio. You're right, Tex. I just said that. I don't mind a fried egg. I'm actually more of a scrambled or poached egg guy, honestly, than a fried egg guy. But that bacon, that's about the right amount of bacon. A couple more pieces of toast, though. But it's got to be multigrain. Because I like me some bacon with toast. Mm-hmm.
I don't eat toast anymore, but if I had toast, it would be smothered in butter.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, and that's the situation, Chad, and I agree. Now, if you have the balls, number one, to walk up and just engage in a conversation with a stranger, I don't know how, because in what we go through today, in the attitude people have towards this kind of situation, her back might already be up. Like, okay, am I gonna have to fight with this asshole, right? So, all right, we're getting too close to the 2-hour mark. We got another video to do.
We do, but I think this one would take quite some time to go through. So,
we'll save it for next week.
And Bolo and Alma are gone, so I'm going to save that one.
Okay.
Now, unfortunately, I got to give Ryan this one. Now, that is a complete sentence aside from the lack of apostrophe between the I and the M. But that's like a religious statement. I'm atoned as well, but he's trying to say I'm stoned as well. Why do you guys got to be stoned in order to watch us? Come on, man.
All right. The Reverend has just sent me a picture I feel needs to be shown right now. I have seen this one before. And that'll go quickly with the jab back comment.
Oh, no.
That is courtesy of the Reverend.
Oh, God. I'll take your, oh, my God. You're not going to make it through the day before you have a heart attack. I like how the egg is a sign. Yes.
An egg is a sign.
Oh, no. Well, then again, considering where you are in the United States, Cora, I am not at all surprised. I have not been to that heart attack grill. But, oh, I wish I would have gone there because I'm pretty sure I'd find bacon cake there.
Gay for all!
Oh, I hope she's still... I forgot to play this at the beginning, so... Ginger, I apologize. I'm going to play this now for you. Gay How Canadians minus the gun. Maybe. Gun. No. You know, in Canada, that would be replaced with a long gun rather than a handgun.
Mm-hmm.
Store. He typed it out as he would say it, so I can store. That's great. All right. I'm going to catch up in the comments, and then we're going to go because, yeah, we're coming up on 2 hours.
I love bacon.
All the books. What's that? Oh, I ought to make that for you, Cora. That meme. All the things, you know? Yeah. Nope. I am not getting red pilled. Unlike my co-host, who over the past 10 to 20 episodes, I could make a cut and an argument for how he is slowly becoming red pilled.
Not disagreeing at all. Not disagreeing at all.
Love Jones. Wow. Ginger, Tex. Love Alex Jones. And that's
how Ginger found us.
Yes. I was going to say that's a shout out to back when she first showed up in the comment section of our channel. She was looking for Alex Jones clips and she found us and she stayed.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. We're so happy you're here.
Yes.
Berenstein. Stein, you know.
Whatever.
Thank you so much for being here, Cora. We missed you the last week or two. And Tex, tell us what is going on with the Harsh Truth tomorrow. What are you reviewing? Because I can't remember.
Yeah, what are you Taint Sticks reviewing tomorrow? That was actually the name of Jason Ellis's band. Taint Stick.
That's a weird name, but I love it.
I know, right? Taint Stick.
And I would like to thank you all from the heart for being here, because as I get older, I realize how short time is. And being a North American, I'm probably at the halfway point in my life. So time becomes more important as the days get shorter and shorter because of how time is passing faster. So I thank you all very much for being here, for choosing to be here, for choosing to take the time out of your lives to listen to us go on about what? I don't know. I was here the whole time and I have no idea.
I still don't know what we're talking about. So before we go quick, I'm just going to run with the what I will for you. My songs. I'm just going to go with Acoustic Number 3 and Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. They're boom boom. And yeah, check them out. That Acoustic Number 3 is amazing.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you for being here. Oh,
thanks, Bruce.
Dune 2. Yes. Nice. Nice. Thank you. Hoy ahoy, Ryan.
Ahoy ahoy.
And a movie I saw one that I think would be a great conversation piece. Now, when I bring this movie up, people are going to say, oh, Alex is revealing something about himself. No. So here it is. This is from 2009. I think it's from Belgium. It's called S&M Judge.
All right.
Fuck. Here we go. Shut up.
Yes, sir.
Shut it.
Yes, sir.
Shut. In 1997, the Belgian public was in shock when Judge Cohen A. was convicted for the S&M relationship with his wife. Although their life was destroyed by the verdict, Cohen and his wife Magda remain together today. The film is a story about dark sexuality and true love, told from the lover's unique point of view. This is an hour 25, including credits, 6.7 out of 10 on the IMDb. This is a great conversation piece because it's all about a judge and his wife, and they're very unhappy at that point in their marriage. And the wife is talking about divorce. The husband doesn't want that, and he's got to balance now his work life being a judge with the new stresses of his marriage. And his wife discovers, well, actually, she reveals to him that she is into S&M. So rather than leaving his wife because of his prestigious position, he decides, I want to stay with my wife. I want to try and make this work. So I'm going to try and understand her by appealing to these darker needs of hers. This is a fascinating conversation piece, specifically because of his prestigious and prominent position and her dark proclivities. Now, should such a thing be allowed? Should a judge be able to engage in S&M with his wife? He's doing it for his wife and hold his position. Fascinating, I think.
Hold his position, no pun intended. And on that note,
see, yes, we're not the CUNTs, we're the CUNMs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there he is. There it is.
Giddy up.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
All right. Okay. Thank you all for being here. And when I say that, I'm talking to Riley, Brody, Jr., Jason, Cora, Chad, Alma, Bolo, Dad, Tex, Sue, Gordon, Ryan, Van Edwards, and of course, Ginger. Think before you say something. Think before you do something. Everyone, please place your bets as to when Gloria Pouchfonte's quiche-smelling uterus will make a comeback.
Good night, everybody. Love you. Thank you for being here. And remember, we don't know what everybody's battle is right now. So be patient, be kind, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yes, we will. Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll be here next Monday. Same bat time, same bat channel to steal Jeremy's thunder from the show, The Harsh Truth. Tune into The Harsh Truth tomorrow night for the review of Dune 2. Part 2, I should say. Yeah.
So stupid. How you doing?
Oh my God. That's great. That's great.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
How you?
Ain't you them kids that have been whacking off in my tool shed?
I'm thirsty.
somebody slip.
People were